Khloé Kardashian remembers having bloody knuckles after discovering Lamar Odom cheating at a motel in Los Angeles. Hi, before we continue, please subscribe to the channel for all Kardashians news and update. Khloé Kardashian recently shared a painful memory from her past marriage with former basketball player Lamar Odom. She talked about the moment she found out he was being unfaithful to her, and how it led to one of the most intense nights of her life. During her conversation on Alex Cooper's popular podcast, she opened up about what happened when she discovered Lamar in a motel room in downtown Los Angeles. The memory was still very fresh in her heart, and even though it happened years ago, the emotions behind it still seemed strong. Khloé, who is now 40 years old, remembered how shocked and hurt she felt when she found out Lamar had gone to a motel with another woman. At the time, they were still married, and the betrayal deeply affected her. She didn't waste any time. As soon as she learned where he was, she went straight to the motel. She described how she looked through the window and saw something that confirmed her worst fears. The woman inside was wearing something very revealing, and Lamar was clearly caught in a situation that he shouldn't have been in. Despite the pain and heartbreak, Khloé didn't hesitate to act. She knocked on the door, and surprisingly, someone opened it. The moment the door was opened, she completely lost control of her emotions. She said she just started shouting and reacting strongly. Even though she didn't go into every little detail of what happened inside the room, she shared that her hands were injured during the incident. Her knuckles were badly hurt and covered in blood, and the next day, she had to wrap them with bandanas to cover the wounds. It was a rough moment, and one that clearly showed how deep her pain ran. What's even more surprising is what she did the next day. Less than 24 hours after the motel incident, she went to a birthday party for her niece, Penelope, who is the daughter of her sister Kourtney Kardashian Barker. Despite everything that had just happened, Khloé acted like nothing was wrong. She kept her feelings to herself and didn't say a word about the painful experience she had just been through. It showed her strength and ability to keep her emotions in check, even when things were very hard inside. Khloé also said that Lamar was very shocked to see her at the motel. He didn't understand how she found him there, and he was completely confused. But Khloé didn't explain anything to him. She made it clear she didn't care about his confusion. Her only concern was the fact that he was in that place, at that hour, doing something he shouldn't have been doing. She questioned why he would even be in such a place at 3 a.m., and didn't bother explaining how she found out. She just wanted answers from him and didn't want to deal with excuses. Back in 2013, Khloé had filed for divorce from Lamar. The marriage had become too difficult to continue because of many serious problems, including Lamar's struggles with harmful substances and his repeated dishonesty. Their relationship had started out very fast and intense. In fact, they got married just 1 month after they started dating, which is something most people would consider very quick. It seemed like a fairy tale romance at first, but soon things began to fall apart. Even after she filed for divorce, Khloé still cared about Lamar. In 2015, he had a very serious health crisis when he was found unconscious at a place in Nevada. At that point, Khloé was very worried about his life. She was so concerned that she put the divorce process on hold to be there for him and make sure he had support while he was trying to recover. It showed that even after all the pain he had caused her, she still had a good heart and didn't want to leave him alone in his time of need. Eventually, the divorce was finalized in 2016. By then, both of them had gone through a lot, and their paths had clearly separated. Khloé had moved on with her life, and Lamar had his own journey to face. But the experiences they shared during their marriage stayed with both of them. Khloé's story about the motel incident was just one of the many difficult moments they went through during their time together. Recently, another strange situation brought Lamar's name back into Khloé's life. This time, it had to do with something he did that many people found very strange. He went to a store in Las Vegas and bought a special doll made to look like Khloé. This incident happened in November 2024, and it was widely reported. The story spread quickly, and people had different reactions to it. Khloé herself found the whole thing very disturbing. She talked about it in the final episode of season 6 of her show on Hulu, The Kardashians. During a scene with her mother Kris Jenner and her close friend Malika Haqq, she shared her honest thoughts about the situation. She said that Lamar's decision to buy that doll was not just strange but also very troubling. In her opinion, it showed that he was in a very unhealthy place emotionally. She said it made her feel uncomfortable, and she didn't understand why it was even something people were talking about publicly. In a private conversation shown on the show, Khloé spoke with producers and said she didn't feel complimented by what Lamar did. Instead, it made her realize just how different they had become over time. She felt that they had grown apart so much that they no longer had anything in common. The whole situation with the doll didn't make her sad or angry. It just made her feel like it was all very strange and unpleasant. She also made it clear that she had no interest in being part of that kind of drama anymore. Even though she didn't say it directly, it was clear that Khloé was trying to move forward with her life in a peaceful and mature way. She didn't want to be tied to memories of the past that made her feel bad. She was trying to focus on her present and her future. Being a mother of 2 now, her priorities had clearly changed. She wanted to create a life that was stable, peaceful, and full of love and care, both for herself and for her children. Khloé's story is one that many people can relate to, especially those who have been through heartbreak or disappointment in a relationship. She showed that even when things fall apart, it's still possible to hold your head high and keep moving forward. Her ability to stay strong in the face of pain, and to keep going without letting it break her, is something that many people admire. In today's world, it's not easy to deal with such personal matters while also being in the public eye. Every step Khloé takes is often watched and judged by millions of people. Still, she continues to handle it all with strength and grace. Her willingness to share her story helps others feel less alone in their own struggles. It's a reminder that even celebrities, with all their fame and fortune, face real problems just like everyone else. The way Khloé handled the motel situation and the doll situation also shows her emotional growth over the years. Instead of lashing out or causing more drama, she chose to protect her peace and focus on what really matters. She could have easily made a big scene or said hurtful things, but instead, she just spoke her truth calmly and moved on. That kind of maturity is not easy to achieve, especially when someone has been hurt deeply. But Khloé seems to understand that holding on to pain only stops you from growing. By letting go of the past and choosing peace, she has created a better future for herself. Her story continues to inspire many people who are trying to do the same in their own lives. In the end, Khloé Kardashian's experiences with Lamar Odom show how complex relationships can be. They also show how strong a person can be when they decide to rise above the pain and focus on healing. Thanks for watching. Please do well to share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more Kardashian updates.